For certificate so far. Cool, isn't it?
We don't stop at academy. We aim higher. Voila! This is the certificate of IARC, International Expert in Collection, proof that our products have been examined by more than the International Rating Organization. Super!
It's a proof that our products are approved by Google. And the dissemination is doesn't end here because we also do offline dissemination. An expo language test. It's a very seal and spell.
The expo is underway. Let's drop by. Welcome to Fairy Tale and
Southwest. See that crowd over there in auditorium? They're coming from every corner of British Columbia. They're coming here to have some digital fun in learning English.
Let's join the crowd.
Let it be. Fairy Tale is an annual event of the faculty to promote language-based technopreneurship. Meanwhile, Southwest, mentoring English letters via educational technology, is an annual event held by the that specifically promotes linguistics, literature, and translation and software signed by the students of English letters.
In both expos, you will see how the students are working hard to be technopreneurs. They design, promote, sell, and take responsibilities from the products they have created. Big difference from Mediation, which is heavily commercial. In Belgium, you will mostly find a digital clinic by the students and the lecturers.
In the digital clinic, every visitor will learn how to create a language that have conquered lecturers and students.
Fun is not only the daylight. As the night draws, you can enjoy the premiere of English Letter Student Film. Semester 5 students annually make adaptation films for the famous literary piece.
P3KMI stands for Program Pendampingan Pengembangan Kepribadian Muslim Integral. Here, every first-year student will learn not only Quran recital but also how to build an Islamic characters.
Brothers and sisters from upper semester will guide the first years in the program. They can share anything, even their problems. Through intense and friendly making, it is expected that everything they do will be based on Islamic values.
Yeah, finally we have come to the grand title of our tour. We hope we can see live on English letters gain Surakarta to you.
Browse our institute website at uin-surakarta.ac.id and our department site at sastracity.org. If you happen to be UIN Surakarta, then feel free to join our department at Gedung A second floor.
It's a farewell and a goodbye.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Lambat sampai komputer belum mulai lagi muter profil. Nah ini udah ada ini nganter-nganter gitu. Oh. Pak Fajar dereng ready kan? Belum ada.
Kalau nggak masuk pakai ikon. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala asrofil anbiya'i wal mursalin.
Recording in progress.
Maulana Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa ashabihi ajma'in amma ba'du. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Yustin Sartika, and it is a wonderful and precious chance for me to be your master of ceremony in the beautiful occasion. The International Seminar on Translation and Interpreting, Clashes between Theory and Practice, presented by English Letters Department of UIN, Raden, Surakarta.
Kameranya kan buatan on.
Let's say thanks to Allah who has been giving us guidance, happiness, healthy and mercy, so we can attend and participate in this event without any obstacle.
Tahu
Praise
ya.
and salutation to our Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, the last messenger who was open
Yeah.
us from darkness into the light.
Okay.
The Honorable Dr. Haji Muhammad Sadiq MAD, as the Vice Dean of Cultures and Languages Faculty UIN Raden Surakarta. The Honorable Nur Aisyah MA, as the Head of English Letters Department UIN Raden Surakarta. The Honorable Ummi Sucianti SSMD. The Honorable Alphonse PhD candidate and the Honorable Christopher Alan Woodridge MA as the speakers. The Honorable lecturers of English Letters Department of UIN Raden Surakarta and all of the participants. On this special day, the lecture goes as follows. The verse is of the second is residing in Holy Quran. The third sing anthem Indonesia. The fourth is speech. The fifth is seminar session with Ummi Ujian SSM Group PhD candidate. The seventh is seminar. The eighth is the closing and prayer. Well, to take advantage of the time, let's start the agenda by reciting Basmalah together.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Step on to the following agenda is reciting the Holy Quran that will be recited by Hakam Munajat. The time is yours.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الرحمن علم القرآن خلق الإنسان علمه البيان. الشمس والقمر بحسبان والنجم والشجر يسجدان والسماء رفع الميزان والسماء رفعها ووضع الميزان ألا تطغوا في الميزان وقيل الوزن بالقسط ولا تخسروا الميزان. صدق الله العظيم.
Oh, within the room plan. For all participants and Mediation. The next agenda is welcoming speech from the participants is welcoming speech from the participants about culture, languages, strategy of bahasa Indonesia. Dr. Hajar Muhammad Taufik MAD. We would all Hajar Muhammad languages but also part of bahasa Indonesia. To Dr. Haji Muhammad Taufik MAD, the time is yours.
Udah ngomong sama bikin.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Cek shot.
Ampun, Pak.
Cek shot.
Sampun oke, Pak. Sampun Pak Fajar.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Alhamdulillahilladzi an'amna 'alaina bi ni'matihi wa Islam. Asyhadu an la ilaha illallah wahdahu la syarika lahu. Wa asyhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluhu. awal lagu dan besaran dulu ala
Yang share PowerPoint nanti dari sini Kak.
Mereka sendiri aja. Sakit pasti kan gimana? Saya ingin share ini kan.
dan film Surakarta Ustadzina Umi ujian di Al-Magister Ahlan Masakan Bahan di Sastra Inggris Australia. Sebenarnya ini Prof. Surakarta karena untuk itu usul di hadhihi isma di nadbah al-alam dan adanya batang aku lagu
Sing langsung nangkep Mas Yudi tok. Sing langsung nangkep omongannya apa Mas Yudi tok. Napa dikene nganggo bahasa Arab to nih? Mboten. Napa didhawuhi kan nganggo bahasa Arab? Mboten. Nggih, dipenggal apa?
Sebelumnya saya mohon maaf saya bahasa asing karena bahasa asing saya dengan mampunya dengan bahasa Arab maka saya sampaikan dengan bahasa Arab karena ini juga dalam event internasional sehingga saya upayakan dengan bahasa asing tetap orang bisa yang paham
Enggak mendeteksi.
seperti apa yang dikatakan oleh sebagian orang mengatakan bahwa kasihan siapa yang tidak bisa menggunakan bahasa Inggris bahwa itu adalah bahasa dunia. Namun sebagian mengatakan bahwa kasihan orang yang tidak bisa menggunakan bahasa Arab padahal dia adalah bahasa yang menciptakan dunia. Jadi dua-duanya inilah dua bahasa Arab dan Inggris menjadi bahasa yang penting untuk membedah ilmu. Maka pada kesempatan pagi hari ini menjelang siang kami mewakili Bapak kita Prof. Soeharto karena beliau baru ada rapat senat di situ untuk menentukan masa depan IAIN menjadi UIN sehingga beliau bisa hadir. Begitu juga Bapak kita satu mengikuti rapat senat sehingga kami sebagai badan Liga 2 dinobatkan mewakili mereka berdua. Maka dengan semampu saya menyampaikan dengan bahasa asing, maka saya sampaikan bahasa Arab karena mohon maaf TOEFL saya dengan berkali-kali ujian tidak lulus tapi TOEFL sekali ujian bisa di atas 500. Apa bingung di anak dasarnya di luar yang masuk cuma istiqomah ya karena aku tadi pihak dan nadwa al-alam ucapkan selamat pada seluruh tim yang bisa melaksanakan seminar internasional ini. Inilah kesempatan di masa pandemi. Kalau mungkin tidak pandemi mungkin kita sulit mengadakan seminar internasional karena dengan fasilitas-fasilitas yang harus dicangkung mendatangkan bukti dari Australia, misalnya ke Indonesia, tapi kesempatan bukti atau mendatangkan dari Christopher atau Juan Christopher atau Song yang begitu jauh tetapi alhamdulillah dengan adanya pandemi ini kita bisa melaksanakan dengan jamaah Zoom. Dalam satu sisi kita bisa akses yang luar biasa, tetapi dalam sisi yang lain kita mungkin dengan tatap muka yang terbatas sehingga mungkin beda dengan offline. Sekali lagi kami ucapkan selamat kepada Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Dari hari ini, pagi ini sampai sepekan ke depan, ya, sekali lagi kami tidak bisa memberikan sambutan yang panjang. Semoga acara ini dijadikan acara yang bermanfaat untuk kita semuanya. Sekali lagi, kalau tadi ada ungkapan yang mengatakan kasihan orang tidak bisa bahasa Inggris bahwa itu adalah bahasa dunia, maka ada orang mengatakan kasihan tidak bisa bahasa Arab bahwa bahasa yang menciptakan dunia. Maka dua-duanya inilah bahasa yang oleh orang Jawa mengatakan fitunya hasanah wa fil akhirati hasanah. Bahasa Inggris dan bahasa Arab itu adalah bahasa sapu jagat, bahasa untuk dunia. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Dan bahasa Arab kalau bisa mampu, kita bisa masuki pada dunia akhirat yang lebih baik. Demikian sambutan dari kami. Sekali lagi saya ucapkan selamat pada seluruh tim dan narasumber dan masalah. Ya, sekali lagi Bumi yang dari jauh, ini teman-teman di fakultas sudah pada kangen. Oke, ya. Selamat menjalankan beraktivitas dan bertugas. Ya, semoga bermanfaat semuanya untuk akademik, khususnya Sastra Inggris dan Fakultas Adab dan Bahasa. Aku lakum ta'lam. Ya, ala nadwa alamiyah di hadi istima fi hadi zumiyah, ya, jamaah zumiyah. Wa aku lakum jazilatul syukri. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, Dr. Haji Muhammad Masud, MRT, for opening event. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of the opening session. We will move to the main agenda of this event. It is a seminar session that will be delivered by Umi Pujianti SSM Room, Tausong PhD candidate, and Christopher Alabuddin MA. The session will be conducted by Dr. Kurniawan Agung, one of the lecturers of English Letters Department of UIN Raden Masaid Surakarta. Dr. Kurniawan Agung, the time is yours.
Ya, assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Ya, okay. Good morning, everyone. First, I would like to say thanks to Bu Justin, as Master of Ceremony, for giving me time to handle this agenda. It is a international seminar, translation and interpreting classes between theory and practices. Also, thanks to all speakers, Bumi, and then Mr. Tausang and Mr. Christopher Rich, and all students and all participants in this program.
Kawan, enggak tapi ke-mute ya. Kawan. Di-unmute dulu.
Apologies to keep you for a while since we have a little problem with the audio and the connection. Please be patient, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello. Sorry for the trouble, yeah, because of the connections, yeah. Okay, I will repeat, yeah, this sessions, yeah. Ceremony for giving me time to handle this agenda.
Merah. Belum connect.
Nah, udah pakai. Cek, cek. Well, okay. Sorry for the trouble. Well, okay. I will now restart. Yeah. Okay. I would like to say thanks to Master of Ceremony, yeah, for giving me time to handle this agenda in this international seminar, translation and interpreting places between theories and practices. Also, thanks to all speakers, yeah, Bu Umi, and then Mr. Haosang and Mr. Christopher, yeah, all students, all participants in this program. Yeah. Well, based on the theme of seminar today, we all will learn a lot of things related to translation and interpreting. Yeah, especially places between theories and practices. We have to be really thankful because we directly learn from the experts today. Yeah, they are Bu Umi, yeah, our lecturer who is in Australia for PhD, And then Mr. Tao Song from China, yeah, is a PhD candidate, and also Mr. Christopher Woodbridge, Master of Arts from Canada, yeah. Okay, okay, because there are three speakers in this seminar, so I would explain the technical agenda. Yeah, those agenda is presentations. Yeah, I'm as moderator here. Will let each speaker present the material for about 30 minutes. Yeah, starting from Bu Umi Gianti, then followed by Mr. Tausong, and the last is Mr. Christopher Woodbridge. And please let me interrupt you. Uh, 5 minutes before the time ends to remind about the time. Yeah, and then for second agenda it is discussion or question and answer. Yeah, it is question and answer among audiences and speaker, because time allocation is only 30 minutes, so we will accept only 3 questions, yeah, on from the audience, yeah. But if we still have time, we can make more, yeah. And then the last agenda is closing. Well, okay, to save our time, let's come to the first speaker. Yes, is Bu Umi Chianti, a Solonese who is currently pursuing her doctoral degree on translation at Western Sydney University. She is an awardee of 5,000 Dr. Mora Scholarship, Ministry of Religious Affairs, Republic of Indonesia. Her research interest is on Japanese identities and their translation into English. In 30 minutes, yeah, I hope you all are ready to receive valuable knowledge from Bu Umi today. Well, okay, Bu Umi, the time is yours, Bu Umi.
Thank you, Pak Kurniawan. Good morning, everyone. It is not morning anymore here in Australia, and it's a little bit windy and cloudy outside. Would like to advance my thanks to the committee, and then the dean of the Humanities and Language Faculty, which is represented by the vice dean. And then I also want to extend my gratitude to second speaker, Tao Song, and also the third speaker, Christopher Woodbridge. And also I would like to thank to all the participants, the audiences from all around the Indonesia. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Pak Kurniawan has given me the chance to speak for about 30 minutes, but I believe that I will not spend that much time, because I want you all to imagine this as when we are trying to dine in a fine dining restaurant. So we have three dishes. First is entree, and the second is main dishes, and the third will be the dessert. So I'm going to present here as an entree, in the hope that later you will get more engaged to the second and the third speakers. But now my function here is only as the on the entree. So it's hopefully I can raise your interest in this discussion later. Do you think should I share my screen, Pawan, or will the committee share the slides I've already provided?
Okay, if you can share, I think it's better.
Okay. So wait for a moment. Okay, have you seen my screen?
Yes.
Yeah. So I only have 10 slides, so don't worry, I won't be long. My title of presentation will be expectations. So since the committee allowed me to interpret the theme, which is the clashes between theories and the practices. So I just want you to know, or at least I want to share my experience while I'm dealing with this kind of translation words. That's why I come up with the idea of this title, Expectations, in the hope that later on we will figure out what is my expectations and what are my expectations and what is the reality that I face compared to the things I expected. Right? So I will start with these two models of that, and I believe that everyone in the class, when they are joining translation class, they always think about theories, and one of them is the model when they are expected to translate. So on the left side, you have everyone can see that it's a model provided by Brislins, and on the right side, we can see from Bells. You see that the model of it is like steps by steps, and usually we cannot really see it clearly because it's happening in our brain. So in the left side, we see that from step 1 is that we direct to translate, and then step 2, the target language evaluations, and then we move to step 3, blind back translation, and then step 4, original and back translated versions comparison, and then the last one is the expert evaluations. And then also during the process, the whole process, we can see that we sometimes are dealing with error identified, and then we have to somehow like how to fix it. And it's all happening in our brain when we are doing. Meanwhile, in the second model on the right side, we also see it's probably the simpler one. Once we are once asked to translate a certain text, we always think about what is my source language and what is my target language, and in the between we have this kind of things happening again in our brain. And as a student, I believe that everyone in the class thinks that translation is not an easy part. Translation can stress us. Yeah, because I believe that my students once back then when I taught them, they like, oh my god, when will I should finish this? Why there are a lot of mistakes I made and blah 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 blah. And we consider or we finally understand that translations is not an easy task to do. So later on, if you are asked by somebody else to
the husband and wife should go into like mediation room or something like that. And you know what? Me, the one who knew nothing about them, knew nothing about the rule. I mean, it's simply out of my understanding that I would also go there into mediation, because I believe at that time my translation brief was only to assist during the trial, not during the mediation. And the things happened in the mediations is that both of the couple, the husband and wife yell each other in English, because the female or the wife, if Indonesian also knows English, also knew English at the time, so they yell each other in English. Then they talk mostly about 1 trillion. It shocked me. Oh my God! In fact, there are a lot of money being discussed here, and what am I supposed to do? I know nothing about it. This is not something that I expect I have to bridge on, things like that. So I did not anticipate this would happen at that time. See, that's my second experiences in the breakup. And then this happening or this event, and then come up to my understanding also that I have to contemplate. And then I realized that, all right, probably I also noob again in this subject matter about divorce, marriage and divorce and things like that. I don't really keen on it, even though I learned that before or a night before, like what will happen in this kind of trial. I learned that, but somehow that's not enough. And then the second one that I learned from that experience, that probably being sole trader, what I mean by sole trader here is that we just go for ourselves. We don't have like institution above us, interpreter or something like that. So we just, okay, I work by myself. That's sole trader. They considered us as a sole trader, and they thought this sole trader is not familiar or who was not familiar with the surroundings. What I mean by surrounding is that issues on trial about divorce and whatsoever. So after that, I come up with this. The next slide. Sorry about it. Okay, yeah. So those experiences taught me that I really need to, upgrade my understanding about subject matter. I really need to upgrade about my quality of the translator. I really need to upgrade my expertise on this. So I plan to, let's go for a higher degree. Let's go for another, doctoral degree, like that. Then apply for scholarship. But yeah, it's granted. It's granted. I received the scholarship. But then upgrading your competence, either it's higher degree or research for a workshop, it's never easy. This is my step, right? This is what happens to me. For me at the time, you have the scholarship, but you don't have the supervisor yet. It's disaster. You have the supervisor, then the supervisor is not happy with your topic. It's also disaster. It means you have to change the topic. And then after you choose your supervisor, and then you got the topic also, sometimes they decline you in the middle of your process. Like, I cannot continue with you with this. I don't know that you will come up with this, so I'm sorry, I cannot continue with you. So it's another disaster. What I want you to know is that in almost every aspect of our stage in translation, whether you want to go like for achieving higher degree, or you want to go like in joining certain like Himpunan Penerjemah Indonesia, or you want to join like a translation agent, there always be stages that you have to maintain, that you have to take it for granted, because you want to upgrade your expertise. You want to upgrade your value, actually, because later on, if you already expert, if you really are majoring in this type of translation, whether it's a written, whether it's for subtitling, or interpreting, they will value more. Okay. Yeah, and it's the wrap. I'm almost done in my slides. I will say that in any kind of translation task, whether you get paid or not, you will always start as a noob, but there's always chance you can end up as a good, as long as you upgrade your expertise, as I mentioned before. If you want to decide to be a sole trader, that's fine, I think. But you have to be an experienced one so that you can tackle many obstacles in front of you. And then the next is that you can expand your knowledge, of course. Join platform for translator, interpreter, dubber, subtitle, translator, or many other types of translation, I mean. And then the last is the pursue higher degree or expand your knowledge. So that once more, your expectation will meet with your valuation. That's all. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Yeah, okay.
Wait.
Yeah, Bu Umi. Yeah, thanks a lot. Yeah, Bu Umi, for the great and precious knowledge and also sharing experience. Yeah. Now, let the next speaker, to present the material. He is Tao Song, PhD candidate, at Western Sydney University, who has interest in film subtitling. He is also I want to read the employment history of him. He is a lecturer since 2005 until 2019. School of English for International Business at Guangdong University of Foreign Studies, Guangzhou, China. And then his education background, he has graduated from Master of Art with merit September 2017 about translation studies from University of Portsmouth, UK. He is also certified consecutive interpreter level 2 by the Minister of Personnel, PRC 2007. Also certified translator level 2 by Minister of Personnel, PRC. Well, okay. Now let's welcome the next presenter, Mr. Tao Song, who will present the material for 30 minutes. Okay, please, Mr. Tao Song, time is yours.
Okay, thank you, everyone. Can you hear me? Okay, thanks for inviting me to this seminar to share my experience with you guys. My presentation may not be as structured as Wumi, so it's basically a recount of my past work experience, both as an interpreter and a translator. I want to focus on the cultivation of cross-cultural communication skills for would-be translators and interpreters in the future. So can I share my slides now?
Please.
Yeah, okay, thanks. Oh gosh. Okay, the title is Cultural Mediation in the Globalized World. So the structure of the presentation is divided. It has 4 parts. It's basically a recount of my my experience back in college and my work experience as an interpreter and translator. So to give you some more idea of my journey, so this is where I went to college. It's Xi'an. It's a city in like Western China, known for terracotta warriors. If you're interested. And then this is where I got my first job. Northeastern China, it's on the border with North Korea, very cold. And here, this is Guangzhou, a very big city near Hong Kong, 1 hour train ride away. So these are the places I shall talk about. The first thing, I went to college in late 1990s. So this is my university, okay? So you can look at the picture here. You can see it's exactly symmetrical layout. It's a very Soviet. So my major is called English for Science and Technology. It's a kind of a EST, the subject. Therefore, you can see my curriculum at that time was heavily influenced by the Soviet era. So it's solely focused on technology. We were trained as translators for research institutions and factories. There was little room for any culture-related subjects.